Hey, what's up everyone? I hope you're all having a wonderful day or night, but for now, let's get into the video.
What's so funny to think about is when women get out of a relationship, they literally write a whole new rule book, how they're going to act differently, how they're never going to do this or that again. When men get out of a relationship, they keep doing the exact same thing over and over and over again until they find someone who's just going to put up with it.
At this time, being honest and consistent. You write a whole book about how you're gonna act different, and then you go into a new relationship and act exactly the same. We can even look at this from a different perspective. I loved you, respected you, and did everything in my power to make you happy. Just because that wasn't good enough for you doesn't mean I need to do everything different. When I can, wait for the one who will appreciate everything that I do.
So you're trying to decenter the male species, aren't we all? I was trying to record an actual YouTube video for this, but the camera has no space. I need another SD card, but I will do one. Anyways, repeat after Annie. I am the main priority. I am a literal goddess, and goddesses do not beg. You guys don't get it. I am a literal goddess, and goddesses do not beg. Make sure you're repeating after me. I am whole and complete and need no one's approval. I am in complete control of my energy. I am in complete control of my energy. I am guided and protected. I do not need anybody to feel whole. I am guided and protected. I do not need anyone to feel whole.
Yeah, no one wants to fill those holes, and now she's decentering men. Not just men, but the male species. Now, of course, she's guided and protected. By whom? Again, no one wants to do that anymore, but we'll get to that in a second. What goddess are you, though? Didn't they all, or at least most, had the god that they were maybe not worshipping, but, being in charge? Now, going back to the reason why she's decentering men, why is she doing that? Well, just like all the other TikToker claiming she's doing that, she got dumped.
So you guys know, like this time last year, I was in America, Philadelphia. I was engaged, going my home in the UK because I was in a transition of moving there. And obviously I'm back in the UK now because I'm single and he cheated on me. You guys already know that story if you know my TikTok. Anyways.
Oh, but failed, you most magnificent one. How is she decentering men? Well, since you never asked, I'm gonna tell you.
Yeah, looks like marriage is still on the table for me. And I don't know, we'll see.
3 things you don't tell your man. I don't know why I have to wake up in the middle of my nap to say this. 1. Don't tell them about your income. Don't tell them how much money you have in the bank. Don't tell them what accounts you have, your savings. Don't tell them you're investing in stocks or whatever. Don't tell them anything about your finance. Number 2. Don't tell them about your past. They don't need to know how many men you have in the past. They don't need to know how many things that you did with your previous boyfriend. They don't need to know what you did with your previous boyfriends. They don't need to know anything about your past. And you don't need to know about theirs. Because these things can be made up. It can be brushed pretty. It can be just fake news.
Who married this lovely lady and made her a US citizen? These are things you don't tell your man, not as in someone you're just dating, but your significant other. Isn't this a great advice? What is the best beginning of a long-term relationship? Lies. Being married with someone 10 years and you don't tell him the investment you make? What is the secret of a long-term relationship? Lies. Seriously, I know you guys go to Thailand or the Philippines to look for a wife, but maybe you don't need to bring her home with you.
Your future husband is the guy who never makes you question your worth. He will constantly remind you of how amazing you are. Your future husband is the guy who doesn't just say he loves you, he shows you. Your future husband is the guy who only has eyes for you. Your future husband is the guy who will make you feel like the most beautiful girl in the world. Your future husband is the guy who will celebrate your happiness as much as his own. Your future husband is the guy who will challenge you to grow and push you to be your best self. Your future husband is the guy who respects you, values you, and cherishes you every day. Your future husband is the guy who will never let you feel alone. Your future husband is the guy who will never take you for granted. Your future husband is the guy who will always be there to listen without judgment. Your future husband is the guy who will make you laugh when you want to cry. Your future husband is the guy who encourages you to chase your dreams and will help you get there. Your future husband is the guy who will see beauty in your imperfections. Your future husband is the guy who will always find ways to make you feel appreciated. Your future husband is the guy who will stand by your side even on days when you're hard to love. Your future husband is the guy who knows how to brighten your day. Your future husband is the guy who makes you feel completely at peace no matter the chaos around you. Your future husband is the guy who does not put himself into situations which could result in him losing you.
Well, I guess I'm never going to be someone's future husband. Oh no. Oh well, I guess until you do find your future husband, it's okay to get ran through by 4 different guys in a club's bathroom or behind the bar in a dark alley next to the dumpsters. And then I have to come along and cherish you every day. Am I not the luckiest man alive? No, wait, because like I said, I'm never going to be someone's future husband. Oh no. Oh well, I guess I'm just gonna have to stay single for the rest of my life and cherish my peace and quiet.
I once had a guy tell me that I didn't make him feel special, and he felt like I wouldn't care if it was him or someone else that I was going out with. And I was like, yeah, well, you told me that you weren't ready for a relationship and weren't sure if you liked me. So yeah, why would I make you feel special?
Well, if you are gonna sleep with a guy, the least you can do is put some passion into it. At least switch positions from time to time.
Like, sorry, bestie, I hate to break it to you, but you're not the only emotionally unavailable man who just got out of a relationship in the city. You are a dime in a dozen, definitionally not special, and I nor anyone else will be treating you as such.
Isn't it weird how many of these TikTokers claim that they didn't like the guy, they weren't even attracted to them, they weren't special in any way, but yet they kept sleeping with the guy for 6 to 8 months? How is that making any sense?
Does anybody else feel like there's this weird shift happening right now? Like, I don't know if it's my algorithm tricking me into thinking it is because I'm seeing a lot of content like this, which could be the case. But I just feel like there's this sort of feminine awakening of so many women just being over it. Like, I know so many women now that are so bored of trying to find a partner to like live up to the standard of love and relationships and care and everything that they give inside of a relationship, that they just can't seem to meet somebody who can reciprocate what they give, that they're just like, I'm done. I'm over it. I'm happier on my own. Anybody else feeling like this is happening? Because I'm here for it.
Of course it's happening and I'm also here for it. For completely different reasons, but I'm still here for it. But it's still quite funny because if you ask a man, hey, why doesn't a woman want you? He's gonna say, well, I'm an a-hole. At least I know I am, so fair enough. But when you ask a woman why she can't find a man, it's always because of a shift and then a big awakening. And then she can't find someone who would reciprocate whatever she's bringing to the table. Bottom line is, this lunatics actually believes that the greatest women of all can't find a man because reasons. So I'm guessing bad women find long-term relationships.
Right, girls that are on dating apps. Is it just me, or does anyone else's brain work like this? So you're swiping, usually left, and then suddenly your thumb does this weird thing where it swipes to the right. Like, you didn't mean to do it, it just happens. And then you match with somebody who is totally not your type. And then you're like, shit. And you race to find the unmatched button. And then your brain just goes into overdrive where it's like, what if he sees that I've matched with him and I didn't mean to match with him, but then we're just going to have to get married and we're going to end up having 2 kids called Jack and Jill. And then one day we'll be sat around the dinner table. I'll have to sit there. I'll have to confess that your dad's an accident. He was just like a thumb malfunction and now we're here and I don't really know what to do about it.
Well, I do. I mean, I'm not on a dating app, but if I was, this would be the perfect opportunity to not mess up our kid's brain. So if I'll match with you, I'm just gonna sleep with you and never see you again. You gotta think about the kids, right?
I have a question I want any man that sees this video to answer for me. I'll make it quick. What is one thing that is a deal breaker for you, but it's kind of petty, meaning don't comment, oh, if a woman cheats? Or, oh, if a woman is not loyal. Oh, if she has a boyfriend on the side. No. Something petty like, oh, she's a picky eater. Or maybe she has kids. Or maybe she has a best guy friend. Even something as petty as like, you don't like the way she decorates her house. But something, like I said, something petty, not something obvious. Like I said, something petty.
Well, I know you said one thing, but I have two, and I can't really decide which one is pettier or more of a deal breaker. Nose rings or having a TikTok account.
I'm going to show you the best bit about being on a solo holiday. Can I get 2 sangrias, please? One for me, one for the husband. Make his strong. He's a nightmare. I don't have a husband. I'm here on my own. They're both mine. Cheers.
So the best thing about being on a solo trip is lying. I thought you're all happier being single. Why do you lie about having a husband? And I will see you in the next one.